中央研究院天文及天文物理研究所新卸任所长交接典礼开始。
The direction handover ceremony of ASIAA now begins.
让我们先欢迎参与盛会的贵宾，中央研究院翁启惠院长。
台湾大学王佩石校长。
中央研究院王瑜副院长。王焕生副院长。
台湾大学张庆瑞副校长。陈良基副校长。
中央研究院李远哲前院长。刘兆汉院士。吴金烈执行秘书长。及中央研究院各处行政主任以及各位贵宾的莅临。请监交人就位，恭请翁院长就位。
Let us welcome ASIAA President Ong.
请卸任所长贺增璞博士就位。
Let us welcome our current director, Dr. Paul Ho.
请新任所长朱友花博士就位。
Let us welcome our new director, Dr. Zhu Youhua. 定性交接 hand over the official seals. 请专业长官手扶定性合影 Please hold the official seals and hand over. 交接完毕，请院长留步，请两位所长复位。请监交人翁院长致辞。Please welcome President Ong to make some remarks.
President Lee and President Yang, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to attend the transition ceremony for the Institute of Astronomy and Astrophysics. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Director Paul Ho for his leadership and contribution in the past 12 years. As you know, he has been a director for the Institute for about 12 years, and during this period of time, he has made enormous contribution to the Institute. Particularly, he has built very important facilities and instruments in many places to facilitate the research in the Institute and also advance international collaboration. These include, for example, the Amoeba telescope in Hawaii. I remember I attended the open ceremony, and when I went up there, I didn't know I had the fear of the height. I felt very dizzy, so in the beginning I thought I had hypertension. So I didn't know what to do, and then Paul told me, slow down, and drink water. Don't worry about it. So I just followed his instruction and then didn't move very quickly. I slowed down and drank a little bit, and then I recovered completely. So we can go through all the procedures in the ceremony. And in addition to the Amoeba telescope, he also built ALMA for, I think, Chile, right? And then Taos 2 in Mexico, and then more importantly, GLT in Greenland. So all these facilities are very crucial for the Institute to become an important player in the international astronomy community. And these all are guided and built by Director Paul at that time. In addition to this, he also promoted collaboration of astronomy research in East Asia, and through his efforts, the East Asia Observatory was established, and he has been named founding director of the observatory. So thank you very much for all your contribution and leadership to make the institute a more visible and important institute in the world. And as you know, in 2010, I remember that was the year that the institute moved into this building. And then since then, the institute continued to expand. And today I was told that there are more than 200 research scientists and staff members in the institute. So we'll continue to expand, I'm sure, and to make the institute an important contributor in the community. And I'm sure through the effort of the new director, Yoha, we'll see more and more research coming out to ensure that we have a leadership position in certain areas in astronomy. And today we are very pleased that the new director, Professor Yoha Zhu, will become the new director of the institute. As you know, she is a distinguished scientist in astronomy research, particularly in the field of, if I say something wrong, please correct me. The multi-wavelength studies of the physics of the star interaction in the Milky Way galaxy and the large magnetic cloud. Is that correct? This citation was given by probably Dr. Law in the institute. But if I say something wrong, you should talk to him. Yoha has been a faculty member of the astronomy department at the University of Illinois and served as a chair of the department for about 6 years. And before that, we know that she was educated here at Taiwan University and in the physics department, and after that he went to UC Berkeley to pursue her PhD in astronomy. So we are very pleased that you come back to your home country to make a contribution in the field. And we are looking forward to working with you to make the institute an even stronger one and to move to the next stage of scientific excellence. So welcome and congratulations. And thank you very much for your attendance.
Please welcome Director Ho to say a few words.
Okay, so I remember the first time I dragged Chiwei to Hawaii to look over our facilities. I think it was, Chiwei wasn't quite officially president yet, so I remember a few things in addition to his having altitude sickness. Was that one, I took the occasion to tell him about our budget. I remember Chiwei said, "How much is your budget?" And I told him, and he says, "Oh, that's not very much." And he hasn't said that ever since. The other thing was that at the meeting there, we had a party, and I said to Chiwei, "You must say something." And he says, "No, I don't want to say anything." And you should say something. So no, I don't want to say something. And then, the microphone was given to me. He says, I told you I didn't want to say anything. But now you can see Chi-Wei is very comfortable in saying many things. But at least he didn't say I spent too much money. So my impression today is great. I'm happy to hand over to UR, our institute. The institute is in a great situation and state. I'd like to thank all the people who are actually the key members who are producing the science and production over these years. The institute is made up of our staff, and our success depends on their success over time, and they work very hard. I would say my regret over these years has been that the staff who were young when they all came now begin to show some gray in their hair. Some have lost their hair. And I'm very sorry about that. I think I made you guys work very hard, but it is all for a good thing. So, of course, for astronomy to grow in Taiwan, we have to remember the primary supporters of our institute over time, starting with Wu Dayu, who's over there, and of course, Yuan Li and Chi-Wei has been our great supporters over these years. And also, we cannot forget that the National Science Council and the Ministry of Education and many of the government has supported our many projects and spending lots of money. But most importantly, our colleagues and friends in the universities have been working with us over time, and I'm very glad that many of them are here today to see the handover. And I would like to say that working with the university is our duty, is our job, is our future. So I hope that our university colleagues will continue to support us and work with us. And I should mention also, I see our supporters and colleagues from industry, including our new Ma Suozhan from Zhongshan Institute. The Zhongshan Institute, of course, has supported us on all of our projects, and we look forward to continue to work with them over time. And this is the secret behind IAA's strength, is our industrial partners who are working on all these projects in the background together with us. And we look forward to many years of collaboration. And I also see TM Bonzang, who's our new collaborator over outreach. This is also another very important effort of ours over time to continue to work with the public. So, you are all yours.
Please welcome Teacher to say a few words.
Ong 院长、李前院长、两位王副院长、刘院士、杨校长、陈副校长跟张副校长，各位嘉宾，各位同仁，from now I'm gonna switch to English. Okay, the ASIAA has come a long way. Astronomy in Taiwan, back in 1975, when I graduated from college from NTU Physics Department, in the entire 1970s, there are only 3 astronomers with PhDs in Taiwan, and they are Shen Junsen, Niu Eido, and Qiu Hongyi. Okay, and there was no astronomy courses taught. There was hardly anything in Taiwan University. So I went to UC Berkeley to get a PhD. I got a PhD in 81. So for all these years, and I kept on watching the development of astronomy in Taiwan. And at first, I committed with the National Central University back in the early 90s. I helped them with the summer school. And one of the good students now is associate professor at University of Chicago in the astronomy department, is Chen Xiaowen. And it was just like, so Taiwan has come a long way. So now with the initiation of the ASIAA, the Astronomy Institute Academy in Sinica. So starting from Li Taifeng, and then Yuan Qi, and then Fred Lo, and then Shen Hua, and then Paul Ho. Now with all these previous directors, they have done so much work. So guess what? In Taiwan, the astronomy PhDs grew from 3 in the 1970s to now it's almost 200. Okay, Now, there was no telescope back in the 70s, but now we have all kinds of facilities. And I used to use Hubble Space Telescope. Now I think, I don't need to use it anymore. I can use ALMA, I can use SMA. And so I come here, I feel really comfortable. And there are so many competent colleagues and staff members. I've been here for just a month. I'll tell you the first success story. So I just went to the APRI meeting, which is the Asia Pacific Regional IAU meeting. So it's an astronomy meeting, and this is held every 3 years. And we tried to win the right to host this meeting in 2017. Okay, with the help of Cindy. Cindy, she collected all the information, and Wang Xiangyu, collect all the information, make all the photographs, and Tong Ping from National Central University provide all the kind of support for my essential information, and we won. We competed against Australia. They have a booklet about 56 pages long. We'll have one PowerPoint file with 20 slides, and we won. So the meeting will be hosted in Taipei in 2017. So I really look forward to all these talented colleagues in the institute, and thank all the previous directors, and I thank all the support from the academy, the previous president and current president, and everybody. I think the future is very bright. I really look forward to working with all of you, and hope that the academy will continue your support. I hope that better collaboration with the university, and not only Taiwan University, but also Central University and Tsinghua University, and all the universities in Taiwan. Thank you.
贵宾致辞，请前院长李远哲先生致辞。Please welcome our guest of honor, ASIAA Principal President 李远哲。
President Wu, President Zhang, and I should say Paul and Zuyo first. And there are many distinguished guests. I don't want to name every name here, but I do want to congratulate you, Paul. You came in a difficult time, and you carried through marvelously. And I certainly want to congratulate you on what you have accomplished during the last 30 years. As we already said, you have a good institute. We have a visionary leader, lots of money, good advisory board, and good staff, and good program to push forward. And Institute of Astronomy and Astrophysics has been always accomplished there, and that is marvelous. And certainly, this is one of the institutes attain very high international level and maintain great international collaborations. Compared to astronomy made in China, last time when they met the leaders of their group, they said, compared to Academia Sinica, their program is 大而无当, too big and not really focus on many things. On the other hand, we are very focused in doing the right thing. In the past 20 years, I only remember several things about this institute. That was before I came back to Taiwan. The advisory board member came to Taiwan and talked to me about establishing SMA, working with Harvard Smithsonian. Then I came back in 1994 and became the president. The first year, we submitted budget, SMA budget for 40 million NT was slashed. So that was my first challenge. I went to Xiaomi and convincing that this is really important. I already signed an agreement with Harvard Smithsonian. We cannot, actually I didn't sign it. So we did an agreement to carry out the research, and they are building 6, we are building 2, and because it's an interferometry, so the capacity would go by a factor 2, and spent time convincing him, and he reluctantly gave us $40 million to go through. But the second time, I have some difficulty. It's for this building. From a budget, but it's not high enough. About 10 million NT short. Not 10 million, it's 100 million NT short. 100 million NT short. And we asked bidder. Nobody bid. So somebody suggested, why don't you call Wamaoshong? Their company is building many wonderful buildings in Nangang. So I go hold his cell phone and phone him, and his voice was not right. And I said, we need a building, it will cost 11 B. But we only have 3 short of $100 million. And I asked him to donate. Donate his money. And apparently he wanted to cut the conversation short. So after a few sentences, he said, okay, Yuan, I'll do it. Do you know where he was at that time? He just went through the surgery in the intensive care unit. When I phoned him, he picked up the phone. He was just out of the operation room. And so when he saw me, he said, Yuan, how could you? How could you be so cruel? I was just out of the operation. It's a major surgery, but he didn't have any hesitation to say, yes, I will support the building, and this building was built for it. Except we owe him some money too, right? haven't paid maybe 50 million or something like this, we still owe him. But that's not my business, it's your business. But today, we'd like to welcome Zhu Youhua, Zhu Sonan. You don't know, you've been under in your map for all those years. We have a very good telescope and scan all the stars in all of the world, and you are one of the stars under tracking for those years. So I'm happy that you came back to Taiwan and continue a good tradition and bring the Institute of Astronomy and Astrophysics to even higher step. I'm very happy for Paul because tomorrow I'm going to New Zealand and we'll do the same thing. Well, hand over my presidency for International Council of Science to the next president, and I will liberate. We'll have time to work even harder. So, congratulations, welcome to Youhua. And I also want to say a few words about the member of astronomy and astrophysics. You guys have done a great job. We are very proud of you, and I hope you will continue to do well. Thank you very much.
请国立台湾大学陈良基副校长致辞。Please welcome our guest of honor, National Taiwan University Vice President Chen Liangji to make some remarks.
请校长。
副校长，恭喜！
汪院长、李前院长、2位王副院长、刘前副院长，以及各位中研院的同仁，台大杨校长、张副校长，以及各位台大的同仁。那我想，主办单位说要讲话，我觉得实在想讲后头，所以说不好意思。那当时后来答应说，我可以讲几句话。主要是我相信。这个几位致辞的，大概我是唯一这个 engineer 背景的，所以也许可以从engineer 跟 science 这个合作来作为我们今天新任朱首长的祝贺。那我们知道说，最近科技的进展是相当的快速，包括在天文物理其实也是类似。那刚刚汪院长特别提到在夏威夷的合作，其实当时合作台大团队跟中研团队是有密切的合作。而且这个部分有不少也来自于工学院教授的一些相关合作，所以特别是我去年9月被杨校长找回来，负责接任协助副校长。那我发现也深深感觉到说， 所有的 innovation 很多的创新还是来自于跨领域的这种讨论跟交流，所以跨领域的互相的互动跟合作其实是非常的重要。那我相信在天文物理方面，它很多的发现，先行部分当然有很多来自于科学技术上的突破，包括说当时这个一些特殊设计的这种望远镜。那以集收资料举起之后，那 big data 的处理，最近这几年，所以这个 big data 来从 data 里面去发现新的线索，也是有相当多的是来自于工程领域的协助。所以我们也期待说，我们今天来特别祝贺，当然恭喜贺首长卸任，那也祝贺朱首长的上任，也希望说，因为在这个地区，所以中研院跟台大有更多合作的机会之外，我刚看中研那个票面写了1928，刚好跟台大我们正式成立用台大这个名字是同一个年代，有相当深长的渊源的关系。那也希望说，因为在这里能够 science 跟 engineer 跟工程跟其他领域的合作，能够再加强，让我们台大有相当多engineer 这样的一个研究的团队，能够跟我们天文物理所，因为在这里的地利的关系有更多的合作。除了刚刚我们提到申请跟big data 之外，其他的这种多元的交流，能够刺激更多创新的合作。那我们也期待说，因为这样让未来天文物理所跟刚刚2位院长提到的，就是能够move to next contribution to the world。那也祝贺我们这个贺首长的卸任，恭喜朱首长也代表台大这个学术团队，欢迎未来更多的合作。那也祝贺我们今天所有贵宾身体健康，万事如意，谢谢。
谢谢陈副校长，请国立台湾大学张敬瑞副校长致辞。Please welcome our guest of honor, National Taiwan University Vice President 张庆瑞 to make some remarks.
杨校长、翁院长、李院长 I will speak English from now on. And all the distinguished guests. Actually, Paul told me that I should come to say a few words. Probably because I know all the history between, Academic Seneca Institute of Astrophysics and the NTU Physics Department. And actually, in the early 90s, I still remember, I was just joining, Department of Physics of NTU. I still remember one lunchtime, Frank Xu and Fred Lowe come to Physics Department, and they say they want to initiate one Institute of Astrophysics in Academic Seneca. And Fred told me that the goal is about 100 scientists in astrophysics. I told him it's impossible because in my early career of my PhD degree, I was in astrophysics also. And at that time, I remember I cannot find too many Taiwanese. I say, how can you establish one astrophysics institute with 100 physics and astrophysicists? And he told me he would do that. And it turned out to be, now it's 200 people. And just about, I think it's 20 years. It's about 20 years. And Fred Lowe, I think, was the first director. And I have a quick review of all the directors. Interaction with physics department. Fred Lowe actually come to me and say, we are partnership, but we are big, you are small. And so during his first directorship, it's always like that. The situation is quite tense. And later on, I think Fred Lowe moved back to US. And Yuan Qi, acting, is that right? And then Paul, you acted also for a couple of years, maybe. So this internship is your second internship. So actually Yuan Qi and Paul at that time was quite mild. And we are cooperation in much good shape. Then later on, Sun Ko come. And the Sun Ko right now actually is the Dean of the Science actually in Hong Kong University, Sun Ko. And he come to me say, we are partner and we are equal. So at that time, really have a lot of negotiation. The things going quite well. Then Sanko go back. Then Paul take over the position, and he come to me say, Chinrui, we are come here to help you. And you need to use us to make NTU Institute of Astrophysics to be the world class. And that's the reason why we came to NTU. Is that right? and I say, okay, we are very willing to be helped. And so actually we do have a lot of joint program with Paul. But still, actually, quite a lot of different, aspect and the viewpoint on how to develop the astrophysics inside Taiwan. So, but anyway, we do have a lot of collaboration on the ARMA and ATAMA, the Chile, and all the other things. And we do have the joint supervision on the PhD program, and among Institute of the Astrophysics in Academia Sinica and also in NTU. Now actually it's Youhua coming. I hope in the future we will come back to equal position again. and in the long run, I think NTU and the Academia Sinica, at least in the astrophysics, this program should be fused together. And I hope the future situation with like the Smithsonian and Harvard, and we can have each other and on the fair, equal position in the long run. Thank you.
院长致赠礼物，请翁院长及贺所长上台。President Ong would like to present a gift to Dr. Ho.
Can we exchange this for budget?
谢谢欧院长及贺所长，请复位。接下来即将进行团体合照，请大家往中间位置就坐，谢谢。
We are going to take group photos. Please move to center and have a seat. Thank you for your cooperation.
请大家尽量。